Sometimes you can lose money when doing a flip, which means sometimes you can make money when doing a flip, right?
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.
Welcome to the Inside Track, where we're really sharing on over 367 episodes that you can get on YouTube on our Dekker Team channel. Dekker Team, that was funny, on the Dekker Team channel, where we share insights, what you really need to know to make a great decision around the real estate that you're either going to buy or sell, as well as how to live in it and how to make money with it. And so all you need to do is, whether you're at home or at the office, is click on and you get it when you need it, how you need it.
And if you subscribe, you'll get it right into your inbox when we upload a new video.
Which is fantastic. So how on earth are we going to make sure we avoid losing money and we assure ourselves that we're going to make money if we choose to take on buying what we call a flip house? And we probably should give a definition of a flip.
Definition of a flip?
Yeah.
Is a house you buy with the purpose of reselling to make money.
There you go.
How's that?
That works, except because sometimes people lose money. Is it still called a flip when you lose money?
Oh yeah, you're flipping just a different way.
Flipping the wrong way.
Yeah,
all right. So what?
Flipping mad.
Flipping mad is right. So 3 things that we're going to learn on this episode.
Yeah. So there's about 100 things.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of little things you do to make money on a property.
Yeah.
But they fit into some categories. The first one is buy right. Buy low, buy right.
Buy right. You can't emphasize that enough. People often will talk to me about selling right. And it's like, well, if you bought right, you've already got the setup for selling right.
Mm-hmm. So the buy right has a few factors in it. And one is, generally, I want the ugly house, or maybe the house that was smoked in, or the house that has pet odors, or the house that, the kitchen is done. Not the one that the kitchen's okay, right? Because I got to pay for an okay kitchen. I want to buy an ugly kitchen.
Yeah.
You know
and
what I mean?
Ugly bathrooms.
And ugly bathrooms with beautiful green tubs or pink tubs.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And sometimes they're in phenomenal condition.
They are, and yet they're causing the property not to sell. So we call it buy the ugly duckling.
Yeah, and many times you can buy that ugly duckling, but they've maintained the important things. Like the shingles are good, the windows have been replaced, the furnace is recent, like all those major expense items. Then you can spend the money on the things that have the wow factor, like the granite and the ceramic and the hardwood floors and the upgraded trim and the nice paint job. That's what gets the wow.
It gets money.
People don't go, wow, look at that. It's got a 2-year-old furnace compared to it's got a 15-year-old furnace. Like they don't even blink an eye.
No, whether it's 2 years, 1 year, 10 years, even 11 years, you don't really see any distinction between the value of the home.
Right. So if you have to put in a brand new furnace, you're not getting the value of the furnace because the house was expected to have a furnace. Same thing with shingles. So you better get it really low if you've got to change shingles and windows and that kind of stuff.
Exactly. So buying it low enough was point number 1, which we'll go a little bit deeper on. Yep. And point number 2, we'll just skim the surface right now. What's point number 2?
Skim the surface?
Yeah, skim right now.
Okay. Fix it fast.
Fix it fast.
Yep.
Super fast.
Yeah.
Or, as we'll share a little bit later, super slow and live in it. And then it's kind of a flip. It's with the intention of not staying there long term, but it's not a quick flip.
Yeah.
And so then it's also a house for you to live in. And it would still be what I would call a flip because you're buying it with different criteria than you would if you were going to live long term.
Right. So a quick flip would be like doing crepes because they cook quick. And slow flip would be like thick pancakes.
Sure.
Because you don't want them doughy in the middle.
Right.
Slow flip.
Right. And then number 3 is make the repairs right. Because if you do the wrong repairs or do them incorrectly,
Yeah.
it is going to hurt you.
That's really part of 2 still.
Okay.
Still part of 2. Fix it right, fix it quick.
Right.
Number 3 is sell it fast.
Right.
If you're doing a flip. If you're living in it, the sell fast isn't as important.
Right. Except when you put it on the market, you do want it to sell fast because the longer a property's on the market, the lower it's going to sell.
Right. And generally, if you're putting your flip house up for sale, you probably found another one you want to do.
Right.
Yeah. So how do we repair it quick and right? This is some of the prep time, because if you buy a house, let's say you bought a house December 1st.
Right.
And you close on it January 10th, for instance. There's a lot of things. If we put the conditions in that we can get access to the house, we can line up a lot of things in that 40 days that we have, right? So we can actually line up the contractors. We can have them come in. They can do their quotes. We can schedule them. On the 11th, you start. On the 17th, you start. So knowing how long it takes contractors to do the different roles and in what order they should be doing their items really it's like almost taking on a build project. When you build a house, you need to know what contractors when, and scheduling is the biggest thing that can harm a builder. Because if it takes too long, it's because he doesn't have the contractors lined up. Or if one's delayed, then his whole lineup gets messed up. So in flipping, it's the same kind of thing. Line up your contractors, line up your quotes before you actually own the house. So order your materials so you don't waste all that time.
And then make sure that the contractors you're using are A, reliable, and B, don't do what I call pass the buck, which is that part's not mine. That part's his. And then you call the painter and they go, that part's not mine. That part's his. So passing the buck and that bouncing back and forth can cost you so much time. So have a detailed outline of who is doing what.
Yeah, it's like caulking. You know, the painter might say, no, I don't caulk, the trim guy caulks. And the trim guy says, no, I don't caulk, the painter caulks. So what ends up happening is usually the homeowner ends up caulking and they don't do as good a job as
and it
either
takes
one
more
of them.
time, right?
Yes. So make sure you know what's in your quote and where one trade starts and another one finishes.
Right.
Yeah. Great. So then selling fast. Selling fast is all about pricing. And if people
and exposure.
doing a flip,
right?
Yes, and exposure, having the right agent selling your property. But when you do a flip, you don't want it to be overpriced, because you might go, oh, well, I need to get X out of it. I want to make $20,000 or I want to make $10,000 or I want to make $50,000 on this. So I need it priced here. No, what you want to do is price it just a little bit below the last sale so that it can go fast and maybe even get a bidding war. Right,
which is more likely to happen. Ask less, get more in this market is an amazing strategy. So if you want to make sure you don't lose money when doing a flip, you really want to position it right in the market with the right improvements, with the right timeline having been addressed.
Absolutely. So thanks for growing alongside the Dekker team, because we're passionate about growing wealth through real estate, and we want to help you do that.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.